engage or how to engage successfully?
It's just it's a lengthy process to get accepted. So you just need to start chipping away. And again, if you could get, most people on the inside of the supplier development group and that area, they're always looking. So those are the type of people you need to contact. They also have ways of partnering up with various suppliers who you may have some capability, but somebody has an overall capability, and they can partner you up for a value-added type of scenario. The more, if you have a company that does X, but they're looking for, somebody who can do X and Y, that you can partner up with them and basically, provide parts for, each aircraft. So,
okay.
They do that also. So
okay.
That's another option.
And when you say it's a lengthy process to get accepted, you need to start chipping away. Do you have any rule of thumb that we might consider in terms of how long it might take to go from, oh, we just made a connection to, okay, now we have a contract?
It could be up to a year, depending on requirements. Because I'll tell you what the process really is. Once a supplier gets into, I'm going to say that, accepted, or they put you into the supplier base, they will send somebody like myself out. We will come out and do a 3 to 5 day audit of the facility. We will look at the capabilities, the operations, the procedures, do a quality survey. We then put a report together with recommendations and a risk management analysis. We send that in. It goes to the supplier council, and when products or when something is to be reviewed, the supplier gets it. It could be 6 months to a year before you hear from anybody. So it's not a very quick cycle. It could be if you have something that they need immediately, but normally I'd say it's a good six months to a year before everything falls into place and you might be awarded a contract from them.
Okay, and that's 6 to 12 months after a supplier has been identified as being a likely candidate. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and if you had to give an estimate of timing of how long it might take to get that introductory phase done, namely, how long might it take to become a quote-unquote likely candidate? Do you have any sense of that, or is that just kind of up in the air?
Well, it depends. Again, that also depends on timing. But, you can put in an application to, be accepted. It goes through the process. That could be anywhere from 30 days to, say, 90 days.
Okay, so it sounds like there's a pretty formal and standardized process for all of this. Is that correct?
Yes. It depends on how well the company has the documentation that's required and certificates, such as your quality certificate, your if you're an AS9100 certified company, which is the quality standard that most aerospace defense contractors work to, it goes a lot faster. If you're not then they look at that, or they see what other certificates that you have that you can, like an ISO certificate or something like that. You go back and forth. Again, depending on your if you're a $50 million a year program, you have a quality system put into place. So and I'm just saying, that helps you. The more information that you have that you can provide is it's just icing on top of the cake, because the process goes a lot smoother. We deal with a lot of sole proprietorships that don't have, the certifications that we have, and then that just takes a lot longer because, again, you're looking at, is this company a viable company? Do they have the resources to support the needs? Do they have, the information put into place? The biggest thing is, do they have a quality system put into place that they can monitor what they're providing, so on and so on.
Okay. And the certificate that you mentioned, that was AS
9100.
9100. Yep. Okay. All right. Great. And then maybe the last question along these lines are around how sticky are these? How sticky is a supply relationship once a supplier is supplying you something? Can you? I think you've commented on that a little bit already, saying that you're looking for suppliers all the time. But I guess the question is, if you have a good quality supplier, are they pretty much locked in over time, or are they easily bumped from their position?
No. If you have, and it comes down to the scorecard rating, if you have a good quality score, you deliver parts on time, and that's the biggest thing. You will just get a purchase order from Lockheed, and maybe once a month or once every other month, you would get somebody like me who stops by to make sure that everything is going well. Do you have any questions? Do we help you? Whatever. If you are a supplier and your quality is terrible, your on-time delivery is terrible, you're causing a lot of issues for the operation side of the business, you will have somebody like me sitting in your facility 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, helping you. And you will get more help, and you will know what to do with. So, you have to understand the quality and the on-time delivery right now is critical to this industry.
Okay. All right, great. Next, I'm interested in discussing some competitors supplying fluoropolymers to aerospace and defense. I'd be very interested to hear you just list out significant competitors to the extent that you can discuss that type of information.
I would love to do that, but I don't know who your competitors would probably be, because I deal with basically tier one suppliers to Lockheed. So if you sounds like you're providing different types of products that come in with other suppliers. I don't know who they are. I'd have to go into the Lockheed system and look them up to provide you that information.
Okay. Well, aside from the question of who would be major competitors supplying to Lockheed, if you have an idea of who would be competitors supplying fluoropolymers to aerospace and defense in general, I'd be interested to hear the response. If that again is kind of a blank, then we don't have to
that's
talk
kind
about
of
it.
I'm sorry, that's kind of a blank.
Okay.
Don't have that information to give you.